Howdy, howdy out there in guitar world. It's Jeff from jeffrey-thomas.com. I'm going to go ahead and preview through page 1 of Baby I Love Your Way by Peter Frampton. So, really cool acoustic tune, and I have spent a lot of time trying to get his playing exactly how it is on the Frampton Comes Alive recording. So here we go. Let's talk about it section by section. Here's the intro. Ready, go. Okay, so we're going to come back in and talk about that intro, if you don't mind. And I'm going to go ahead and count through it this time for you. This is littered with 16th notes. This is the shining example of syncopation, which is rhythmically complex, as far as I understand that word. So here we go with the counting. Ready, go. 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 and 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and. So if you're not familiar with 16th notes, I suggest you get familiar with them. Because this is the code that's going to be the difference between you playing the song correctly or guessing or not anywhere near what he's doing. Because remember, tempo is like so it's cooking. And when I'm at tempo, when I'm playing it back at you right there, I'm not thinking. I am not processing 1 E and a 2 E. I'm not thinking. But when I'm looking at this, I sure as heck am thinking. Okay? So let's move on to the verse. If the third string open continues to ring throughout the verse, don't worry about it. Matter of fact, I'm including it more often than not. So here we are with the verse, nice and slow. Ready, go. Back up to the top of the verse, repeat. Nice F9 chord there. F9 over C. Kind of tough to get. I'm getting used to driving this Taylor. It's a beast. Okay, then you're into the pre-chorus. E minor 7, E7, A minor 7, D7. Ooh, baby, I love. All right, so let's talk about a couple things that I'm doing that I'm hearing Mr. Frampton do. Go back up to the intro, first measure, second line. So we're on the C, connecting into the B minor 7. These dead notes, and notice how the left hand is moving from the C position up to the B minor 7. So, okay, so that's kind of, you don't want to sit here on the C position for those dead notes. You want to be moving into the B minor 7. And on my tablature and most notation for guitar, the X's are dead notes, so that explains what those are. the last measure of the second line, the A minor 7 to the D13, is a tough move. I'll tell you right now. For me, it is anyway. So I'm working on getting that switch clear. What else is interesting? The F9 is a tough chord. I mentioned that a bit ago. More often than not, I'm just getting the 6th string. It's super hard to get the 5th in there. Sorry to be a whiner. Okay, that F9 over C is definitely a chord to work on though. Into the chorus, pre-chorus, B minor 7. Nothing really exciting here. A couple dead notes right before the E7. On the E7, I hear the full, the 6th and the 1st string open. Why not? It's an E chord. And then the A minor 7. Dead notes once again. Actually, sorry. Let me back up to the E7. That's what I wanted to point out. So at the end of the measure on the E7, we've got okay. That is one of the awesome things about the guitar. One of the many awesome things about the guitar. That's called a no chord, where you're using just the complete open strings to keep rhythm while you're making a switch with your left hand. He definitely does it on the recording to connect from the E7 to the A minor. So it's like and nobody notices it. I mean, you would think it would be weird to hear that, but at tempo, I mean, it just really gives that left hand some relief in making chord switches. Anyway, that's most of the things that I would point out on page 1 here. Really nice tune, and like I said, super syncopated, a lot of control needed with the left hand to get things to work, and obviously picking direction with down up, and all of that's following the rules of 16ths. So real briefly, without going into a giant essay about 16th notes, if you have 16th note strumming, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and the direction, the thing that I'm trying to point out is if you're following the rules of 16th, it's down, up, down, up. And most of this follows that rule, and you can see there's a couple spots where I've put in the actual down and up strokes, but most of my students are asking really good questions about like which down and up to use, or we're following the rules of 16th note strumming, which is probably the safest thing to do anyway. So hopefully that was a cool lesson on a really cool tune, and if you're interested in reviewing this further, go ahead and contact me through the website to set up a free Skype lesson. Okay, thanks. Bye.